Okay, so it's now time to take a look at the features and benefits of MCP and why actually MCP has become so important, so popular. So let's take a look at it one by one. So the first thing we'll talk about is standardized integration, right? So as I showed you that previously when MCP was not there, the developers had to really write a lot of code, and this code was related to function calling or tool calling, right? They had to specify the metadata for the tool, and they had to write a lot of code for all the integration with third-party APIs. And when MCP came into picture, it actually provided a universal protocol or set of rules, a standard to connect models to the external data. That, like, everybody agreed, Microsoft agreed, AWS, Oracle, everybody agreed that yes, if we have to connect model to the external data, we would be making use of MCP. So obviously the benefit is it simplifies the development, avoids custom connectors. So the developers no longer need to build any kind of custom connectors which they were doing previously, right? Then we talk about it's a plug and play architecture, right? That's the beauty of MCP. They clearly say it's a simple architecture. It's a client server architecture. You have an MCP client talking to an MCP server, right? So as I say, MCP server, it could be a file system MCP server, it could be Azure MCP server. And you know, when I was testing MCP, it was so amazing that if you have the whole code that is working for you, just with minor modification, it's only an area where you actually specify your MCP server. If I actually change that JSON, say part of it, and bring some other MCP server, it works perfectly fine. That's the beauty of MCP. It's so plug and play that you can bring in a new MCP server, you can take out another MCP server, and I'll show you how quickly and easily you can do it. So obviously that helps you to give faster setup and deployment, right? Then obviously in today's world, if something is not secure, I'm pretty sure companies like Google, Microsoft will not adopt that standard. So it provides enhanced security. With MCP, you get the OAuth authentication. So we have the OAuth authentication, we have the token-based authentication, right? So all these authentications are there. So MCP employs token-based authentication, adhering to OAuth standards to verify the identity of AI clients accessing MCP servers. And there is data protection, there's end-to-end encryption. So all communication within MCP are encrypted using TLS or SSL. And we normally say that MCP emphasizes obtaining explicit user consent for data access and tool execution. You might see as well, like when I show you example of Claude, even though we've connected the Claude desktop to file system MCP server, as soon as you call, it will ask the user consent. It will ask, this guy is trying to access your file system, do you allow or not? So that level of trust is there, right? So yeah, so definitely it ensures secure and compliant access. Now guys, as I told you that the limitations with LLM was that they were trained up to certain period of time, right? And if you try to access any real-time information or the recent data, the LLMs were not able to provide you. This is where MCP came in handy, because it helps you to fetch up-to-date information, right? You can connect to a database, right? Today you can easily connect to a database. You can connect to a third-party API. You can easily call things like, give me the current weather in London, right? Or you can talk to your database directly. You can talk to SQLite database, and I'll show you examples. We'll do the code for that as well. So the benefit is it boosts response relevance, right? So your response suddenly becomes more relevant. Instead of the LLM telling you, hey, I can't provide you the real-time information, now you can. The next major important benefit of MCP is interoperability. What it means is that you can work across AI models, you can work across platforms, and that's the beauty. What it means is, today I am on, let's say, OpenAI, right? Same code, I can use it in Gemini, right? Let's say I'm using LangChain today, right? Tomorrow I can use same code in LlamaIndex, right? Or I could use in Azure OpenAI, right? So that is the beauty. It can work across AI models. It can work across platforms. It can even work across frameworks like LangChain, LlamaIndex. So the benefit is it supports diverse environments, right? Pretty good. And yes, next important thing is reduced AI hallucinations. Again, because what was happening was with generative AI or these LLM models, they were trained, and whenever you used to ask a question, it used to look at its own training data and then used to give a response. And the way these guys designed it is that they used to give you some response because they wanted to show it in a very positive manner that, hey, I'm not saying that I don't know about it, but it will eventually create something and give it to you. This is where hallucinations came into picture. Hallucinations means that the model is trying to think and give it based on its own trained data. So this way, that became a limitation or a problem with LLMs. But with MCP, because you are bringing in your own data, external data sources, even you're talking to databases, you have access to structured and factual data. No more hallucinations are happening, and benefit is it minimizes misinformation, right? So you are much more informed now and you're not getting the wrong information. And yes, as we say, the year 2025, 2026 is a era of agentic AI or AI agents. Yes, MCP supports agentic workflows. You can create multi-step tasks, basically one agent talking to another agent, using probably A2A protocol for that. But in MCP or a LLM getting information from a third-party external database using its MCP protocol, and it enables complex multitasks and enhances automation, right? So I think with this, you got a very good understanding of the features and benefits of MCP. Don't worry, we will do a lot of deep dive. We will actually do a lot of coding, and we will do some no code exercises as well to get this understanding and making it more better understanding for you. Thanks for watching.